both teams have to feel a little on edge right now.
I think it's always that way when these guys get together. The fans and the players are jacked up. Even the vendors are ramped up, talking stuff. It's a special matchup for sure.
Now here's Paul. Inside. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. From downtown. Fires in the triple.
You know, when you're open on Westbrook's team, he makes sure to find you. He's a selfless distributor.
Well, Grant, Russell Westbrook, not your prototypical pure point guard by a long shot. All right, so how do you evaluate him as a floor general?
BA is simply two words: fearless and relentless. He is a prolific playmaker. Now, throughout his career, some have questioned his decision-making, but I'll take all the great things that he does on the court to help his team win over that.
Pass to Kleba. Oh, stolen by Harris. Outside Holiday. The three. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul. Pass to Leonard. And here's Kleba. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer, Vucevic.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Durant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
Man, great tenacity from Durant there. I mean, he makes it so difficult to guard him without fouling. And, you know, for Kevin Durant, to me, he's just fortifying his legacy, reinforcing it, because he's going to go down as one of the greatest to ever play, and perhaps maybe the greatest scorer to ever play when you think about the way he can get in the basket. Now I think he just wants to lead a team to a title where he helped build it from the ground up.
Tipped. It's stolen by Leonard. Westbrook right side. And that one's long.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
And Durant gets it to go. As you said, Clark, Durant has the rings already. Just wants to do it in a new setting now.
And, you know, I'm not mad at him. I actually admire his desire to fortify his legacy by trying to lead a team from the ground to the mountaintop. You know, success with the Nets would be a huge thing that he would be remembered for. And I just hope he can stay healthy the rest of his journey.
So it's Toronto now. The Nets making their last shot. Westbrook. And it's Harris with the rebound. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Now here's Westbrook. Into the lane. And Westbrook slams it home.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And Westbrook slams it home.
Boy, that kind of throwdown by Westbrook gets the bench off their feet and excited.
Out to the right wing. For 3, here's Harris. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Now Hill. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pass to Holiday. Now here's Adams. Shot clock at 6. They shoot again! And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards and one trip down the floor.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
And here's Lowry from the arc. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Bridges. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And here's Holiday. Pass to Harris. Adams up top. Back to Harris. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Nets out in front, up by 12. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Boy, the Nets have been rolling along, haven't they?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You know, if there's one criticism, and I think it's really unfair that's leveled at Russell Westbrook, it's his scoring efficiency or lack thereof. For his career, he's a little below average in that one category, but you go back to the shooting percentages of some of the greats in the history of the game, and they weren't uber efficient either, so I think that's a bit unfair to Russell Westbrook.
And here are the Nets now. Harris outside. The 3 is up. Toronto grabs the miss. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Raptors have one of the most loyal followings. None more so than superfan Nav Bhatia, who's barely missed a home game since the beginning. Last year, he was the first fan in NBA history to receive an authentic championship ring. Not only that, he was honored by the Basketball Hall of Fame in their new Superfan Gallery. Guys, pretty sweet.
No question. Allie, thanks. Well, Clark, if there's a game plan against Westbrook, defenses want to make him a perimeter shooter.
Agreed, and yet he's refined that part of his game, but you certainly don't want him coming downhill, getting to the rack, because he is at his absolute best when he's doing that.
Here's Bridges. And so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Just 5 on the clock. Horford for 3. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down. Toronto trailing. And Vucevic slams it in.
All the reach you need to throw it down there. Vucevic making it look easy.
Outside, Hill. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Grant, of the big men out there, who do you think does the best job of defending both at the rim and on the perimeter?
Well, B.A., it's incredible how the game has changed and evolved. And bigs must do both. They must be mobile on the perimeter and, of course, able to be great rim protectors. There's a lot that come to mind. Anthony Davis, Bam Adebayo. But I have to go with the reigning NBA Defensive Player of the Year, Giannis Antetokounmpo. There's a reason they call him the Greek Freak, and he is so good on the defensive end. Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he can't hit the second.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Now here's Durant. Give him 8 points now. From outside the arc. And Bledsoe pulls it down.
given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Vucevic gets the bucket.
You know, Bledsoe has developed his passing skills to the point where you've got to respect that part of his game. He's doing a nice job finding his open guys.
Outside, Hill drives to the hoop, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
And George Hill picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Westbrook outside. No good on the triple.
Oh, love the intensity once they're hitting the boards.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Horford inside. And another shot. And it's good on the lay-in.
Horford being opportunistic there and getting busy pounding that glass.
Grant, the players definitely don't want a hard cap, but do you think it might make small market teams more competitive? And I'm asking you for the ownership version of Grant Hill, not the player Grant.
And BA, are you trying to get me in trouble here? Nah, look, at the end of the day, the NBA business is doing well. Player contracts are at an all-time high. You have owners with their teams, evaluations are going through the roof. So I don't think there's a real need for a hard cap in today's environment. Now that could be impacted by the Orlando bubble and the impact that that has financially. But over the course of the last few years, the basketball business model has been good, it's been sound, and it's only moving up. I don't think there's a real need for a hard cap.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
Harris outside. Outside Paul. Beyond the arc. Harris, and that one's good. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, the mindset Harris has is one that allows him to be ready to shoot as soon as that ball touches his hands. Catch and fire.
Hey, he's showing us the handles a little bit right there. All the way to the rack.
And with the statement finish, too. Don't know how you stop that, man.
You don't? I mean, as a defender, you got to just stash that one in the memory bank and make sure it doesn't burn you the next time.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
So we conclude the first half. It's the Nets. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. As we dive in. Here's Westbrook. He's got 9. And he drives in. Nice! Big finish! Man!
Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with the little extra pizzazz.
Bledsoe for 3. Offensive rebound. Kleba outside. Knocks it loose. Back to Westbrook. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And to think, B.A., last season, Kawhi Leonard recorded the first triple-double of his career. Now, as great as he is, it's surprising to me that it took him 9 seasons to get one. But his passing has now reached another level.
And to your point, Grant, last season, far and away, the most assists per game of Kawhi's career.
No question, B.A. No, we're used to thinking of him more as a play terminator than a play maker. And with his high efficiency and low turnovers, there's no problem with that. But he wants to be great in all facets of the game.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Ryan, basketball was Buddy Hield's escape from poverty in the Bahamas. He said, quote, "Hopefully I'm starting a trend. I want to motivate and encourage kids to show them that they can make it out." His mother said he used to tell everyone he was going to be like Kobe. Now all the kids here say they want to be like Buddy. Ryan, how special is that?
Yeah, I don't blame him. Thanks a lot, Allie. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Harris. Shot by Leonard, no good. Outside Durant. Pass to Holiday. It's good. And it's a 12-point Nets lead.
A long, wiry combo guard. Holiday can make some acrobatic finishes.
Westbrook left side. Bledsoe outside. And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
Leonard for three. Connects from downtown. Leonard's got 8 points.
How about Kawhi Leonard knocking down the three ball? Didn't have that shot when he got into the league. Love seeing how he's improved as a shooter with the outside jump.
That one falls.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Toronto calls timeout. Well, Grant, the game's tempo seems to increase each year. You think there's a point at which it'll snap back to the other direction?
You know, B.A., that's a great point. I mean, I think back to the 90s when I played, and the game was at a snail's pace. It was a grinded-out defensive battle. And slowly over the years, the tempo has picked up. As you said, each and every year it's increased. But I do think at some point the pendulum will swing back, and we'll get back to a little bit more a little bit less pace in terms of how the game is played. I don't think we're there yet, but we're getting close. The game constantly evolves in some form or fashion, and I believe that we'll kind of get back to maybe a little bit more of a slower pace at some point in the future.
Well, the kind of game we see in the playoffs.
Exactly. And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Pass to Vucevic. Got a hand on it. And Vucevic slams it in. 1:51 left in the third. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Raptors. Driving inside. Lopez in the post. Gafford grabs the miss.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
That hoop is what makes Kawhi so lethal. I mean, you have to respect the outside shot, but he can also take it right to the basket.
Pass to Hill. Back to Paul. On the wing, Durant. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. The shot comes out, and it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Here's Leonard. And Durant with the block.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
And Paul gets it to go.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's Lowry. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Lowry. Both teams deciding to change it up. Brooklyn with the ball. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And you know, with Paul, his competitive drive really exceptional. He wants to be one of the all-time greats, and he's got a great winning mindset.
And he takes the second. Lowry outside. Pass to Lopez. Here's Bledsoe. Drops in the layup for two. Bledsoe's got 5 points in the quarter.
Love the toughness of Bledsoe. Outstanding at maintaining his balance, even when you body him up.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Holiday. Pass to Batum. Horford right side. Here's Batum. He's checked by Kleba. 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. The shot by Holiday, no good.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. Fans don't always get to see some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Nails it from three.
Boy, it's been a great game thus far for Westbrook, and he's not done yet. Never satisfied, always pushing the envelope.
Here's Harris. Out to Horford. Powers it home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Lowry outside. Fires high post.
They're unlikely to close the gap if they can't attack the rim and either score or get to the line.
Clearly, I agree with you there. I mean, if you look at them this half, they haven't gotten to the free throw line as much. And it's in part because of their willingness just to settle for the outside shot. You got to be intentional about going inside here.
Leonard on the wing with the drive. Here's Vucevic. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer, one of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
Here's Hill. He drops it from range.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Leonard outside. Out to the right wing. Takes the three. Rebounded by the Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Holiday with the ball. Picked up by Lowry. Paul into the lane. He gets it in there. And it's a 12-point Nets lead.
Love the burst to the hoop that Chris Paul has. If you're not on your toes, he will give you the blow-by and make you look bad.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. And here's Lowry from the arc. Counted from distance. Lowry's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. The drive by Paul. Durant with it. Pass to Adams. Outside Paul. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Leonard for 3. Hauled in by Paul.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's Durant. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Toronto trailing. Leonard outside. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Timeout called, the Raptors. They're losing by 9. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter here. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
Well, Westbrook's so good at navigating the defense. This guy has ball skills, dexterity, and a motor that just doesn't stop. He gets to a shot when he wants to.
And so Westbrook nails both of them. Timeout called, the Nets. They're on top by 7. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Shoots. Paul, shot is off.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Durant on the attack. Pass to Adams. Vucevic with a steal.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with the quick bucket here. I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this high.
And Durant gets it to go.
That's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
And again, Toronto no good. And the Nets with possession here. 9-point game. Durant for 3. Westbrook with the rebound. On offense, here come the Raptors. Leonard for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Bledsoe.
Leonard has really become so good at catching and firing. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense any time to alter a shot.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Now the Nets with it. 6-point lead. Poke loose. Bledsoe outside. Here's Vucevic. This one belongs to Brooklyn. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.